want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
You can handle the truth, can't you? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie lawyers. For this list, we've picked the cream of the crop, the most moral, hardworking lawyers you'd want on your side in the courtroom.
Oh, sweetheart, you don't need law school. Law school's for people who are boring and ugly and serious.
Number 10, Martin Vail, Primal Fear.
My name is Martin Vail. I'm what you call a big shot attorney.
Vail is the classic money-hungry lawyer who doesn't care about the truth as long as he wins.
Truth? How do you mean?
But he experiences one of the biggest personal transformations on our list, changing from a self-absorbed big shot to a humble civil servant just trying to get his altar boy client off on murder charges. You know, the usual case. Despite his doubts, he sticks by his client. If only he was sure of his innocence.
Why gamble with money when you can gamble with people's lives? That was a joke. I believe in the notion that people are innocent until proven guilty.
Number 9, Rudy Baylor and Shifflet, the Rainmaker.
And who are you?
Rudy Baylor. I work for J. Lyman Stone.
2 lawyers for the price of 1. What a bargain. Baylor is a wet-behind-the-ears newbie, while Shifflet is a less-than-upstanding old-timer.
In law school, Rudy, they don't teach you what you need to know. It's all theories and lofty notions and big fat ethics books.
What's wrong with ethics?
Nothing, I guess.
The duo manages to open a practice and tackle a medical lawsuit against an insurance giant.
There's nothing more thrilling than nailing an insurance company.
The two teach each other how to be better lawyers and men through their triumphs and setbacks. Along the way, their ethics are tested, but they remain unscathed.
Every lawyer, at least once in every case, feels himself crossing a line he doesn't really mean to cross. It just happens. And if you cross it enough times, it disappears forever. And then you're nothing but another lawyer joke. Just another shark in the dirty water.
Number 8, Jake Brigance, A Time to Kill.
It is incumbent upon us lawyers not to just talk about the truth, but to actually seek it, to find it, to live it.
Matthew McConaughey has portrayed a lawyer several times on screen, but as Jake Brigance, he must fight against the odds as a lawyer in the Deep South defending a black man who shot and killed his daughter's rapists.
You sure you want to be known as the man that defended that murderer? Think about it. Why toss away a promising career?
The KKK target Brigance's family, but he stands by his client in pursuit of justice. And McConaughey's performance is riveting as he makes tough choice after tough choice.
I set out to prove a black man could receive a fair trial in the South, that we are all equal in the eyes of the law. That's not the truth, because the eyes of the law are human eyes, yours and mine, and until we can see each other as equals, it will remain nothing more than a reflection of our own prejudices.
Number 7, Frank Galvin, The Verdict. Our 7th spot goes to an alcoholic lawyer looking for redemption. Galvin is given an easy medical malpractice suit to settle.
I got you a good case. It's a moneymaker.
But decides he can do more for his clients by going to trial.
When the court exists, the court doesn't exist to give him justice. The court exists to give him a chance at justice.
Galvin's redemption story paid off. Paul Newman was nominated for the Oscar, and the movie is listed as number 4 on AFI's 10 greatest films in the courtroom drama category. Redemption indeed.
There are no other cases. This is the case. There are no other cases. This is the case.
Number 6, Jan Schlichtmann, A Civil Action.
Personal injury law has a bad reputation. They call us ambulance chasers, bottom feeders, vultures who prey on the misfortunes of others.
Our first character based on a real-life person is Jan Schlichtmann, a personal injury lawyer out to make a quick buck. Jan becomes the classic underdog by going against a major leather manufacturer whose chemical dumping polluted a town's water source and left dozens with leukemia.
Now, I want to be clear. I'm not interested in money. None of us are. That's not why we're doing this. What we want is to know what happened. And we want an apology.
Travolta's more than convincing as a man facing adversity and moral dilemmas at every turn. you can't help but root for him.
You're asking these people to create a fiction that will stand for the truth, but won't be the truth. Enough!
Number 5, Lieutenant Daniel Caffey, A Few Good Men.
He successfully plea bargained 44 cases in 9 months.
One more, I get a set of steak knives.
This story begins with Tom Cruise's Caffey depicted as a lazy attorney, out to do as little work as possible. But when put on the murder trial of 2 Marines accused of killing a fellow private against an adversary like Jack Nicholson as Colonel Jessup, he has no choice but to prove himself.
I want to slam dunk this guy.
Caffey's transformation from zero to hero makes for a riveting courtroom drama.
You have no idea how to defend a nation. You put people's lives in danger. Sweet dreams, son.
Don't call me son. I'm a lawyer and an officer in the United States Navy. And you're under arrest, you son of a bitch.
Number 4, Erin Brockovich, Erin Brockovich.
I may not have a law degree, but I've spent 18 months on this case, and I know more about these plaintiffs than you ever will.
Julia Roberts is used to playing women audiences will cheer for, and her role as Erin Brockovich, a secretary turned legal eagle, is no exception.
What makes you think you can just walk in there and find what we need?
They're called boobs, Ed.
It's easy to connect with the story of a real-life woman who fights an electric company responsible for polluting a town's water source. Critics were captivated, and Roberts swept the 4 major awards for Best Actress, including the Oscar, and it's not hard to see why.
How did you do this?
Well, seeing as how I have no brains or legal expertise, and Ed here was losing all faith in the system, am I right?
Oh, yeah, completely no faith, no faith.
I just went up there and performed sexual favors. 634 blowjobs in 5 days.
Number 3, Andrew Beckett, Philadelphia.
Are you a good lawyer, Andrew?
I'm an excellent lawyer.
Andrew Beckett is a closeted lawyer with HIV who was wrongfully terminated from his law firm after his illness is discovered.
Plan on bringing a wrongful termination suit against Charles Wheeler and his partners.
You want to sue Wyatt, Wheeler, Hellerman, Tetlow, and Brown?
Correct. I'm seeking representation.
In this story, inspired by a true-life event, Hanks gives a career best performance as a man who won't be bullied by bigots. His performance impacted the Academy, and Hanks took home the Oscar that year for his moving portrayal.
What do you call 1,000 lawyers chained together at the bottom of the ocean?
I don't know.
A good start.
Number 2, Vinnie Gambini, My Cousin Vinny.
We got an attorney in the family. Great, who? My cousin Vinny.
Easily one of Joe Pesci's best performances, Gambini is the fast-talking New York lawyer who's trying to get his cousin out of murder charges in the Deep South.
How long you been practicing?
Almost 6 weeks.
But, Vin, you graduated from law school 6 years ago. What have you been doing since?
Studying.
Commended by lawyers as a faithful representation of their profession, this film has Vinny come up against setback after setback in the courtroom.
The defense is entitled to advance notice of any witness who will testify, particularly those who will give scientific evidence so that we could properly prepare for cross-examination, as well as to give the defense an opportunity to have the witnesses' reports reviewed by a defense expert who might then be in a position to contradict the veracity of his conclusions.
Mr. Gambini?
Yes, sir.
That is a lucid, intelligent, well-thought-out objection.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Overruled.
As funny as he is smart, Gambini's the kind of guy you want to succeed, in spite of his critics. And he delivers.
Is it possible the 2 Utes...
To what? Did you say Utes?
Yeah, 2 Utes.
What is a Ute?
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. 2 youths.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
You, Bob Twain.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I don't need much of a life, Mr. Voiles, but it has to be mine.
Why are you so sure there's a Santa Claus?
I can't lie!
Glad to oblige, Your Honor.
How's it hanging?
Oh, a little to the left, my man. How about you?
Number 1, Atticus Finch, To Kill a Mockingbird.
You've sworn to tell the whole truth. Will you do it?
It's no surprise that our number 1 pick goes to the lawyer every lawyer aspires to be. Gregory Peck brought Harper Lee's literary character to life, and to most, he is Atticus Finch, the moral compass in a town divided by racism.
If you shouldn't be defending him, then why are you doing it?
For a number of reasons. The main one is that if I didn't, I couldn't hold my head up in town.
His teachings on equality and respect will resonate with audiences for years to come. No wonder he took home the Oscar that year.
All men are created equal. That's no ideal to me. That is a living, working reality.
Do you agree with our list?
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Who is your favorite movie lawyer? For more law-abiding top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
In the name of God, do your duty.